All right, so we've got a quadratic equation here, and we can solve this by factoring, but I just want to show you how we can also solve it using the quadratic formula. So you first need to get the coefficients off of your squared term, your linear term, and your constant term, and those are 1, 7, and negative 18. All I'm going to do is just substitute those values of a, b, and c into the quadratic formula. So we've got negative b, which will be negative 7. And then I'm going to simplify a little bit as we go here, all right? So when we square this b value, that'll be 49. And then AC means a multiplied by c, that's negative 18. All over 2a. All right? Now we're going to simplify inside the radical first by starting off with the multiplication. So we got negative 4 times negative 18. Let's see, that's 72, I believe. Did I do that right? I think so. X equals negative 7 plus or minus square root of 49 plus 72. All right. And then when we add these together, sorry, I forgot over my 2. Come up here, we got a little more room. And then 49 and 72, that adds up to 121. So I've got X equals. Now the reason this comes out nicely I say, is because 121 is a perfect square, and we won't have to simplify that radical at all. 121 already is a perfect square by itself, so we're going to end up with negative 7 plus or minus 11 over 2. Now you got two roots. Parabola, let's go back to the graph. Parabola. Typical parabola has two roots, two x-intercepts, right? Crosses at two places. And that sort of accounts for this plus or minus. And also the fact that when you take a square root of a number, remember there's always a positive and a negative square root for every positive number, right? Two roots. So we're going to split this out. And we're going to do negative 7 plus 11 over 2 and negative 7 minus 11 over 2. So this is going to give me 4, right? Negative 7 plus 11 is 4. 4 over 2 is 2. And then negative 7 minus 11 is negative 18. And then negative 18 over 2 is negative 9. So the two roots to this quadratic equation are positive 2 and negative 9. So if you go back to the graph again, this would cross, obviously not drawn to scale, but it would cross the x-axis at 2, and then would also cross again at negative 9. All right. So that shows you how to use the quadratic formula, using that to solve a quadratic equation in case you ever have any trouble or are unable to factor. All right, thanks. So that's a quick little video I did just using my little whiteboard setup. I know some people had asked and were sort of questioning, why are we going back to a teacher-centered video? And I've seen a lot of conversations on Twitter lately getting ready for the new school year, and people sort of talking about how they feel like it's important to build that connection to the students by letting them see me. Last spring when we were on our sort of work from home situation, a lot of my videos I was doing using the stylus on my touchscreen laptop, or maybe just using a document camera, just writing on paper, or doing something on maybe Desmos and narrating that. But I kind of feel like, in the beginning of the year, I want the kids to see me, so they have sort of a connection to who Mr. K is, because as you know, we don't know what to expect this year. So it's a pretty good setup. It's inexpensive. We had the music stand because my daughter is a viola player, so when she's not using that, I can use the music stand. And then just clipping the video, clipping the whiteboard. It's like a $20 whiteboard onto that music stand. And you notice I had to hold it a little bit when I was writing because it's a little bit wobbly, but I think it does the job pretty well. And then the nice thing for me is I have the ability to then take this down and pack it away when I'm not using it. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions about my setup or have any critiques of my quadratic lesson, please feel free to share. All right, thanks.